to give you documentations, girl.
Oh my God, do somebody please say it ain't so. It's been reported that Gunna crashed out while trying to get back in good graces with Young Thug, Lil Baby, and basically all of the hot rappers in the game right now. Luckily for him, he makes better music than anybody on the radio today, including Lil Durk, Lil Baby, and all the other toddler rappers. It's been reported that Young Thug was out of breath trying to release his first single with a pot belly since being released from prison. Some fans are even wishing that he was never let out of jail. Gunna just released a masterpiece music video for his single Him All Along, and fans in the comment section can't deny his lyrical abilities. Regardless of the slander that he's receiving from his ex-fellow rappers, Gunna is still a man, and it's seeming like Young Thug is simply jealous.
Gunna has finally had enough of the sneak dissing from Young Thug and Lil Baby. He would call them out directly after hearing confirmation by DJ Academics that Thug and Baby were calling him a snitch and told everyone in the industry to not respect him.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Durk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not f***ing with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
to understand Gunna's response, you first need to know the actions from Young Thug. The moment that he was released from jail, he would tweet, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," with the name Wham referring to rapper Lil Baby. As Lil Baby's been firm on dissing Gunna for snitching out of the YSL trial early. Lil Baby responded to Young Thug on Instagram saying, "We should." As Lil Baby has never stopped dissing Gunna. Ever since day one where he was released from jail for snitching out of the YSL trial, Lil Baby called him out that morning. As it got so bad that Young Thug's father even called out Lil Baby, telling him to be quiet.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing at Gunna for his plea deal?
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. You know, he's going off of what he heard. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want to name it?
However, shortly after Lil Baby responded to Young Thug on Instagram, Young Thug later that night would share a video to his Instagram story with T.I., saying that he is home and that he did it the right way, sneak dissing Gunna once again.
Hey man, what you gotta tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in mine, right?
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
Letting Gunna know over and over again that he did it the right way and that he's home free. Young Thug would then tweet the following morning, "Gunna, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy." This ended up getting the attention of Gunna and his brother, as Gunna's brother would end up commenting, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual," which in the end had Young Thug hopping on Instagram Live to laugh at Gunna and his brother because he truly doesn't care anymore for Gunna or his brother.
I'm on live. I just jumped on here to let you ladies know that yes, a goat can go live. Whoa! What's up? Who up right now? What's up? Who up right now?
With the beef going viral online, there would be another Instagram Live where Young Thug may have said a little bit too much while explaining what he's gonna do to Gunna the moment that he sees him.
Stink, I miss you.
I miss you too. What you doing?
Nothing, bored. Don't like him?
No, he's in my motherfucking room.
Cause you was being mean. He felt your energy.
Man, I don't even play. I fly all the way to LA. Is that?
You ain't gonna touch him.
As this right here goes severely against his probation agreement. This is because moments after that Instagram live, there would be reports online reporting, and I quote, concerning news coming out involving rapper Gunna being followed and approached by local gang members. Many connected to Young Thug possibly getting revenge for Gunna snitching. Only 30 minutes after the breaking news was released, there would then be a video clip shared online of Young Thug in a studio flexing his jewelry, happy to be home.
P, that's some pounds, P.
When it comes to getting to market in a more quick manner, Popular Pays helps us move quickly and efficiently. As we all know, social media moves really quickly, influencer marketing moves really quickly. It's not always easy to find.
Go ahead.
But the story gets even crazier from here. This is when a leaked phone call from Young Thug in jail to Lil Durk went viral, as Young Thug was asking Lil Durk to diss Gunna for him. There was a snippet going around of Lil Durk dissing Gunna on a new song. Lil Durk would rap the lyrics, "What happened to Virgil, he's probably gonna tell," which is a remix of the song he made with Gunna titled "What Happened to Virgil" before Gunna snitched. But Young Thug wanted this verse on his album.
Hey Durk, I know I want you on, I'm dropping this surprise album on the same day Buddy dropped his album. Coming up soon. I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to it, saying or something, man, don't do it. Drop it on my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that drop. Sing your verse in, bro. I want you and Wham on the same song. Sing your verse in.
This is when more rappers would start getting involved in on the beef, wanting to get close with Young Thug, knowing that his first project in this upcoming album is going to be one of the biggest of the entire year. Rapper Drake would take advantage of it. It would be announced. Academic says Drake flew to see Young Thug just 2 hours after his release from jail and even gave him $1 million in cash.
They say 2 hours afterwards, Drake flew to Thug and allegedly gave him $1 million. Drake didn't tell me. Drake gonna hit me up and be like, which, by the way, super strategic move. Super strategic. Thug was in jail talking about let's squash all this beef. If I'm Drake, I need Atlanta.
However, in a recent report, it would be announced that Young Thug needs to stop dissing Gunna online. It could end very badly for him if he continues, as he's not allowed to act like this online, according to his probation agreement. It was reported, Academic speaks on Young Thug getting released and says the stipulations are a setup for the court to try to put Young Thug back in jail, explaining that it's all a setup for Thug to eventually fail, go to prison for 20 years, and never be able to be released again.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or gang members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is gang activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that gang activity. He might be like, yo, me it's like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about the gang. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody know Thug was not that weight. So we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
As Young Thug's probation is for 15 years. However, if he breaks the probation agreement, he then goes to prison for 20 years, which is longer than what he would have faced if he was originally sentenced to lockup. However, this would end up getting the attention of as long as he stays out of trouble and needs to stop dissing Gunna.
Young Thug absolutely won that plea deal for so many reasons. One, the prosecution got none of what they wanted when you think about what the charges were and what actually got pled to. And two, he saved himself some major civil liability. Let me break that down. So first off, the prosecution had charged this man with 8 counts. 2 of them were very serious. 2 of them were basically saying that for years you were the leader of a criminal gang that committed murders and all types of acts all over the city of Atlanta. Those 2 charges Young Thug did not plead guilty to. Had he pled guilty to those, he would have gotten serious time, and all the victims of all of this alleged criminal street gang activity, including the families of victims could have sued him civilly in court and said, hey, this man pled guilty to doing it. Now he's got to pay me. He pled nolo contendere. The judge accepted that plea. The prosecution said, Judge, you should not allow a nolo contendere plea on those 2 counts. The judge said, I am going to allow it.
But it seems as if Young Thug got extremely lucky, as he might have leverage over the county jail. As during the YSL RICO trial, it would be announced that Thug's legal team is taking action against the county jail for stealing against Young Thug. A report would be shared. Rapper Young Thug had millions in assets in his home when he was arrested, and now the state wants to seize it. The only problem is that he earned it with his very successful music career, as with the main item in question being a Richard Mille Bubba Watson, as this has a retail price tag of $304,000, but the actual price to obtain the watch is nearly $1 million. This watch was stolen out of the county jail's inventory room when Young Thug was originally arrested and the YSL mansion was raided. But the following day, after it was announced that the watch was missing, a police officer took the stand in the YSL trial. He just so happened to be wearing a Richard Mille.
3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Alright. Can you tell the jury some of your responsibilities and what your role was at Zone 3 Evening Watch?
It's very obvious that Young Thug and his lawyer Brian Steele knew about this all happening, as only 3 hours after it was announced the officer was wearing a Richard Mille, Thug's lawyer Brian Steele was seen giving a motivational speech to a classroom and FaceTiming Young Thug.
You guys should become lawyers. I think it's very important to help people out of the situations they're in as best you can. I mean, what side you want to be on? You want to put people in prison for mistakes? Because everybody makes mistakes. They're human, you know. And everybody on this phone, everybody in this classroom, you always need to know that you're one mistake away. And I feel like we need more people like Brian Steele on this earth, and less people like that. So I think it's very, very, very important to become lawyers. I think it's very, very.
Oh my God, dough. I think it would be good for everybody in the music industry and fans alike if Gunna, Young Thug, Lil Baby, and all the other Tyler rappers do a Royal Rumble style MMA fight so Gunna can prove his dominance in the ring the same way he has been proving his dominance in recording studios and on the radio. T.I. has been regarded as one of the oldest men in hip-hop, along with Yo Gotti, Lil Boosie, and all the other granddaddy rappers. Me personally, I think that Young Thug need to get in shape before he runs his mouth about anybody. He needs to think about running on a treadmill before he ever think about running his mouth about Gunna ever again. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. I got so much love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and for all you beautiful ladies out there, I risk my motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the jocks. I'm keeping it funky like some socks. Ponytail with the box, and my cell phone look like a box. Try not to get shell shocked when I start busting out the jocks. I got secret videotapes of your mom cussing out your pops all over a box of corn pops. This rhythm got your pop